you so much, sir. My question is to the Minister for Education. Can the Minister update the House on the transition to Year 7 into high school?
Minister. Thank you, sir. I'm very pleased to be able to update the House on this, and I thank the member for Waite for this question because I know of his interest in his local schools. Indeed, the member for Waite joined the Premier and myself when we visited Mitcham Girls HS recently, which is one of the 3 schools, which is a pilot school. Indeed, I think there are old scholars in the House. And it is a pilot school as one of our 3 schools that is not just moving Year 7 to high school in 2022, along with the rest of South Australia, but is indeed offering that next year for families who wish their child to take the opportunity that is available to students around Australia, indeed in the Catholic system in South Australia, indeed in many of our R-12 schools and our area schools and our couple of 7-12 schools that we have in our public system already. Indeed, can I say, sir, the only cohort of students in Australia remaining in Year 7 in a primary school setting is basically some of our independent schools and the state public schools. And the reason that this is a concern is that the Year 7 curriculum, where our schools offer the Australian curriculum, and Year 7 in the Australian curriculum is designed to have subjects taught by specialist teachers, subject specialist teachers in subject specialist environments, such as one receives in a high school. Our students are a year older than they used to be. It's a very 20th century model of schooling that the Labor Party and government insisted on maintaining. Now, how has the community responded, as demonstrated in these 3 pilot schools? Because the last time we identified this issue in the House, we were very pleased to announce these 3 schools were offering the opportunity for parents to express their interests or not. And that time has now passed. And there were indeed, in the member for Frome's electorate, the John Pirie Secondary School received 98 expressions of interest from families in that community. And I know the support that the member for Frome has given, and Roger Nottage, the principal at John Pirie, has done great work working with his local primary school principals. In the member for Hurtle Vale's electorate, Wirreanda Secondary School, and I was at the school with the member quite recently, and that school is very excited. And indeed, their social media and their posters will demonstrate the excitement of their students to be receiving Year 7s at that school. That school is ready, and the families in that area are ready as well, with 112 families in that area seeking the opportunity for their child to do Year 7 in the secondary setting at Wirreanda next year. But the member for Waite knows that that pales into insignificance almost in numbers compared to Mitcham Girls High School, where 161 families are seeking the opportunity for their child to do Year 7 in a secondary environment next year. Caroline Fishpool at Wirreanda Secondary School, Linda Baird at Mitcham Girls High School. These principals have worked with their school councils, their school communities to get their schools ready, and the enthusiasm that those staff and those schools have for this project and this pilots is tremendous. What was also great when we were at Mitcham Girls High School, we talked to some of the Year 6s who are going to that school next year, and the opportunity has been, whenever we visit primary schools in these areas, to also talk to some of the Year 6s. These kids are excited about this opportunity, and it was wonderful hearing their enthusiasm for it, as indeed are their parents. This has been a long time coming. This could have been done years and years ago by the former government, but they preferred to play politics with the issue. They preferred to say this was something that the member for Unley was arguing for and the Liberal Party was arguing for, so they told their senior executives, no, we don't want a bar of that. So the Marshall Liberal government is now moving on this issue. It's important. It's for the benefit of our students. It is to give our students the best possible start in life, to give them the best possible support to fulfil their potential through their education, to ensure that our education system and all of our schools are delivering a world-class education, and to meet the needs of South Australia's students going forward.